Today we are discussing on parameters of life, whereby we think that the young generation is suffering most. And this young generation has graduates who are by the biggest percentage unemployed. So as a representative of the youth and the young generation, I'm presenting this issue to our Kenyan government that to curb the issue of insecurity in the society and unemployment, we are pleading with you that, Mr. President, under your ministries, you look into the lives of our young people state-wise. And if we can minimize on the following under this issue of punguza mzigo, we've seen that before our new constitution, there were no governors, there were no senators, and resources used to be distributed equally. But we came to a point when we had our own constitution, of which we are proud of it. We introduced in the issue of governors, MCS, senators, and even women representatives. And when you look at our drawing board, all of the above, they are getting their salaries, wages, and allowances. This shows that our state is economically and financially stable. So on the issue of punguza mzigo, Mr. President, we need you to minimize on these government officials' positions, so that other money used on allowances and paying some wages to the nominated MPs or nominated senators or nominated women rep, you do away with those bodies, so as the money that they are getting paid, they come back to the county governments to help the youth. Another problem is we've seen that corruption has been a game to fame to our politicians. You say you are catching big fish, for the smaller fish maybe to get a lesson on how you don't need to be corrupt, yes. But when you capture them, you release them and you don't recapture again. And those cases goes with unsolved. The 7 billion have never been returned. NOS scandal, the cash was never returned back. Eurobond scandal, the cash has never been returned back to the government treasury. So our reasoning is, if this money can be refunded back to the government treasury, we can take care of a lot of things like clearing the debt with China, clearing the debt with the World Bank, and even creating some other jobs for the youth. Two, as our government officials, we've decided, if you are voted in by a common mwananchi and you are not keeping up to your promise that you promised us you'll build roads, you'll improve schools, hospitality, and you are there busy pocketing money, and you've forgotten that you gave back promises. If you are not going to top up your game, this is your last time to serve us. You know yourselves, people that we voted in, you know yourselves. We don't need to mention you. So that coming 2022, you pack your paraphernals and go home, because you are the one voting in. For those people will serve common mwananchi. That is a warning to those people who are not serving as per the government's schedule. Another problem is uh, our government is our government officials are full of they are glutton. They are running for cash. Oh, you need allowances. Our nurses are not getting paid, and doctors, they are on strike on the streets. Oh, you need allowances. Our teachers are back on the street rioting. They are not getting paid. So as you yearn for allowances, make sure you are taking care of those people on the street rioting, because they are serving the same nation you are serving. And as I wind up, I could also rectify on those people of issue of Tangatanga and Kieleke. Since we voted in for the second term serving by His Excellency President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta with his Deputy President Honorable William Ruto, you must be serving the nation. Some of you, of which I don't need to mention, you are full of politics than serving the nation. Wananchi, you don't need that. We embark on the services, we build our nation, we put aside politics up to 2022. When 2022 comes, when the whistle blows, you'll go back to the field and have the battle. Finally, we've also realized that Kenya is a state. We don't have leaders. We have politicians. So I may urge you, 2022, we are ready to vote for leaders. We are not ready to vote for politicians. Thank you.